Okay, guys, here's an idea I came up with after visiting with my friend August. He gave me a piece of extrusion that's 80 by 80 millimeters. I didn't know what I was going to do with it until I just kind of just laid it on my bench top here and was looking at it. And here's what I came up with. So my ultimate work table does not have a side vise, and this is going to be my side vise. So what I've done here, oh, first of all, let me just show you. I fastened my top down to my sawhorses with 4 bolts. You can see them. You might not be able to see this one. Let me see here. Yeah, here's one. 2 is out here. 3 is back there in that corner. And 4 is over there in this corner. I've got bolts standing up in the corners. So let me just give you a little shot here. So there's the other one over here. And then one in the back corner. One in this corner. And then one in the front. So what I plan on doing is taking this extrusion. I got another piece here. It's 80 by 80 with the 2 slots, just like our fence. Only our fence is 40 by 80, so it's half of what you see here when you get your extrusion for your fence. But now that it's doubled, I'm going to take and mount it to the underside of my table, giving me the ability to, this is just clamped in place right now, use clamps here and then clamp my work. Just like that. And then I can have another clamp coming from the other direction, depending upon how wide my work is. That'll secure my work vertically. So what I'm going to do, I've drawn lines here, 20 millimeters from the edge and 60 millimeters from the edge. Oh, I just knocked my bolt down here. So you can't see that, but like that. And then I want to run bolts up through the bottom with T-nuts, or I'm sorry, through the top with T-nuts to grab this extrusion and secure it. I'll be able to slide it if I want. If I want to slide it out past, I can. Then the other thing I need to do is, my tabletop here is offset this direction by 1 inch off center. That's just the way it is because of my sliding table, my homemade sliding table over there. But I want to be able to pull this forward and re-bolt it back down to my sawhorses to give me that rigidity. So I'm gonna make another set of holes here, 40 millimeters offset, so that I can pull this forward, and then that'll give me enough room to mount this piece flush down here. I only plan on using 1 piece, so if it's this one, I can mount it on this side if I need to, or I can mount it on this side if I need to. Then I can use my clamps to clamp my work. If I need to support my work, I can pull my drawer out. You know, if my work is a tall piece or a long piece, I can support it here, clamp it on one end or clamp it underneath, whatever. I just think this will be a nice addition to this ultimate work table. So I'm going to get to work. I'll show you how I do this. I'll keep track of my progress, and you'll be able to see it. But I'm going to drill, I think, 8 holes. So I have some room to move it, slide it if I want. And then 8 holes this way. And then another set of 4 holes offset from my original holes that bolt my top down, so I can slide my top forward 80 millimeters to accept this extrusion down here flush to the front. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be able to work on this side or on this side. All right, let's get to it. Now I can slide my top here and show you. Right there, I've got holes drilled into that steel so that I can bolt my top down. I don't have to drill new holes for this, just here so I can slide my top over. And then once I get my router edge guide set up, I'm going to show you how I can precisely locate so that I keep that same distance with my edge guide, and then I'll just plunge route this 1/4 inch hole, and that all the rest of them exactly 80 millimeters this direction and exactly this same offset. So let me show you that here in just a second. Okay, got my router saddle here. I'm just gonna, I've got a 1/4 inch spiral cut bit, and I'm putting in my router. Then, before I do that, I'll put my edge guide on. Let's see. I will put it on this side. Okay. All right. This is how I'm going to locate my distance. I'm just going to drop this 1/4 inch bit into this hole. And that's going to hold it there. So that one's a little bit big because I think I drilled that a little bit wide. And so let's just say right about there. Well, we're a little bit off. I want that to go in nice and easy. Right there. There we go. Okay, so that's that hole. Just going to double check it down here. And we're a little bit off on that one. There. There we go. Okay, so I got both holes. Got the offset located this way. Now I need to locate my offset this way, 80 millimeters from that center. So if I put this back in my hole here, lock that down, and make a mark on my edge of my router base. Let me grab a piece of extrusion. I think I can do it that way. Put down a piece, then put another piece, and bump my router up against it, and that'll give me my offset. So here's where the edge of my router is. I'm going to put this back in there. Put a piece, butt up piece of 40 or 80 millimeter, then another piece, clamp this piece, and then slide it up to that, and that'll give me an exactly 80 millimeter offset. Let me grab a couple pieces. I'll show you what I mean. Okay, so what I've done here is I've taken a couple of small drops of 80 millimeter extrusion, and so you can see this one here is butted up against the, got a little play in that hole with that. I'm going to keep it right about centered. I butt it up against there. Okay. Take that out now. This is clamped underneath, end up on top. Oh, I gotta take that clamp out of there. Bummer. Alright, well I got it located, so let me do this. There. Now I know I'm 80 millimeters offset, and if my method is correct, I'll land right on that arc, which I do. The outside of the bit is right on the inside of that arc. Let me just double check this. So center to center. Yep, 80 millimeters. Outside edge to outside edge. 80 millimeters right on the button. So I'll plunge this hole, countersink it. I'll do the same thing to the other 4 holes, and then we'll be in business on those. So I can set my offset will be taken care of. Then I just need to do my series of holes down each edge. So you guys have seen how that works. We don't need to go through that. So let me drill my holes, or plunge my holes, and then we'll come back and show you how things are coming along. now I'll just move my setup from this hole to the back one, and then I have to reset up on the other side because that's a different offset, but you get the idea. I'll countersink this hole here, and then I'll have the offset I'm looking for. Okay, I just got my holes drilled here on this side of the table, 20 and 60 millimeters off of the edge. I got a set of 8. I'll just pan across here and widen this out a little bit for you, so you can see. See here, there. 2 here, 4, 6, 8, and then I don't have them all tightened down, but that gives me the ability to attach this extrusion. Tighten these up here. This is now a part of my table, and it ain't moving. I did these setbacks, and that worked out well using my edge guide. Now what this gives me now is the ability to do. Oops, I dropped one in here. Hang on a second. It gives me the ability to do edge work just by using my Festool clamps here. I want to bring in a board. I mean, I really got to get on that thing. I probably should get it tighter than that. There you go. That baby is rock solid. You're not going to need it any tighter than that to do router edge work or hand cut with a saw, marking, whatever. It's locked down right there. Then if you were doing, I'm going to have a piece of wood here, but let's see if I can find something quicker. I could use this extrusion. If you were doing, say, drawer parts or hand cut dovetails and you wanted to lay another board in there, that's the beauty of these things too. Just one click, but you can still move them. And now that's flush. I can bring this board in here, clamp it down. And I'm working on another idea here too, so that I can clamp top and bottom, and I'll show you that when I get that done. But there it is. Take this board out right now. The beauty of this too is that if I want to loosen these up now, and I can slide this extrusion. Get this down here. In and out wherever I want it. So if I wanted to come out here and have this, for whatever reason, I don't know what it would be, but I've got that capability of doing that. If I wanted to clamp 2 boards, clamp something flush out here like that. It's going to be cool. I like it so far. So I'm gonna use my router. I've got one set of holes done on the outside here. I got to do my other 60 millimeter offset holes. Then I'll be able to use this side of the table as well as this. I primarily will have, I think I'll have the table pushed back and just use this side. But if I want to or need to, I'll be able to bring it back, put the extrusion on this part, and use this part of the table as well. So that's what I got going on. When I get my other idea wrapped up here, of being able to clamp here and clamp up on top, I'll show that to you as well. Okay, got the other side done. Works equally as well. Same adjustability. Whoops. Hang on. There we go. So I can slide this back and forth, put it about, wherever I want it. Slide it out, use 2 or 3 sets of bolts. It's going to be great. So my clamps in here, vertical work, and then I'm going to get to work on my other idea for being able to clamp 2 pieces horizontally and vertically at the same time. I mean, I can always use these dog holes to clamp work, but I'm thinking of an idea where it's clamped right here where your work is, and it's fully adjustable, in the slots. So thanks for watching. Until next time with this other idea. I've got a few things I got to puzzle out, I guess.